Hello and welcome to Candy's Crafty Closet. So today I want to show you some card ideas that I got out of these new dies that I just got in the mail. These were both off of Amazon and they have so many different options that you could do with these cards, but I wanted to show y'all the ones that came to mind right off that I wanted to share with you today. So I already have cut out all my stuff with my die cuts in different paper, so we are going to get right into it. I'm not going to do very much cutting in this video. My paper is already going to be cut down. It is just going to be more of a process and idea video. So if you would like to see some cute little Easter cards out of these dies, stick around. All the stamps I'm going to be using today are out of these two sets. I'm going to link them down below along with the die cuts that I showed you. So I'm going to take the Happy Easter one, or I already did. I took the Happy Easter stamp and I used it to create our very first card. So I wrote down some measurements where I won't have to go fumbling around 50 million times, where I can tell y'all quickly what this is. So this is for a 4x5 and 5/8 card. I just had one laying here, but I don't know where it is. You can buy these like already pre-scored, and that's what I did. You can also buy your own cardstock. When I run out of what I've got that's already cut down to the size I need, I'll just cut my own in my own cardstock. But I like getting the pre-made ones just to make things go a little bit faster. So this is the 3x5/8 size. So for this first one, I just wanted to go really simple. I stamped my little Happy Easter on a little piece of scrap cardstock that I had. I did not measure this though. This was 3 inches wide, and I cut it down to 1 1/4 inch after I did my stamping on there, where they would all look relatively the same. And then I took one of those egg die cuts and then layered the little bitty tiny bunny on top, and that's how I got this die cut here. I do want to scallop the edges of these just to pretty them up a little bit more. So you can get these corner punches from all kinds of different places. I think I want to use this one. I want to say that I got most of mine from Hobby Lobby, just to give it some interest. I think it would be absolutely gorgeous to put like some embossing powder in a line around these, but I am not confident enough with my embossing powder skills to do that. But it would look really pretty, like lined in gold or something. Not everything has to be shiny. I want these just to be simple for those people that like don't want anything complicated for their Easter. They just want to send a little card. I think that these are just going to be like just sweet and simple. So we are going to get our art glitter glue, and so we are going to take our art glitter glue, make sure we go around the edge as close as we can get, and then we are going to go around the edge of that bunny, make sure it's not lifting up. Oop. I'm gonna put it about right there. And then tack down our Happy Easter. Ooh, we are crooked. I'm about to have to go to voiceover because my kids are up now and they are being rambunctious. Let's try to line them up, make them look as similar as possible. So glue that down onto our base. And since we have one done, let's go ahead and put it onto our card and see what it looks like. It always comes to life once you finally put it on your cardstock, or on your card, I guess, I don't know. I am very new to card making, but I really enjoy it. So looky there, look how sweet. All right, looky there, look how sweet. Just very simple little card. If I got this in the mail, I would think that was just so quaint, and you can tell it's a handmade card. I want to get a stamp of like my logo to put on the back of these. And I want to see if there is like a community home or something that will let me bring cards to like give to the residents. I think that would be a really sweet thing to do around the holidays. So just like that, really quickly, from using those simple die cuts and stamps, I have made this simple card, and I just put "Have a blessed Easter" inside. So let's move on to the next one. The next little idea I have for you from those dies is just cutting out the Happy Easter, cutting out the bunny that is standing up. Now this bow I did have in my die cuts, but it would look pretty without. But I thought it looked very sweet with the little bow, and I got to making this card and then I was like, oh my gosh, stop, you're supposed to be showing things. So I did already make 3 of them down here. So this one I just have to glue on the happy and then glue the bunny and the bow. And the bow, I just took my little weeder tool and I just kind of like wrapped the bow around it to give it a little bit of a curve. So let's get this happy on here. I'm trying to craft with my kids running around today out in the living room, and it's hard to actually find times to film when they are not in here making a ruckus. So as of right now, they are both in their room with some snacks watching Paw Patrol. And die cuts make it so easy to recreate the same card over and over and over. I did not do this when I made my Christmas cards because I was just trying to get out Christmas cards as quickly as possible. If I would have known that I could have made so many that were similar and not had to come up with different concepts for every single one, this would have gone so much faster for Christmas. I mean, it's okay. We'll know for next year, or for this year, I guess. Sorry if y'all can hear my kids. They live here. And I am a stay-at-home mama of 4 kids, if you did not know. I have 2 that are school-aged, and then 2 that are home with me. Isn't that sweet? Oh, some specks got on you. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna have to make sure that our words stuck down all the way. I think that is so pretty. And this sparkly paper I actually got from Dollar Tree of all places. They have these really small packs of cardstock, and one of them is like a white, gold, and silver, and I think a black, like silver, sparkly. And so I pulled out the white sparkly because I thought this would look so pretty. I'm gonna get all of these onto these cards and then stamp a sentiment inside, and then this will be another card done. Next, I'm gonna show you how to make this cute little banner egg card. It's so simple. I haven't stamped the inside of these yet because I wanna get them all done first, but this one goes together so quick. I'm using art glitter glue for this. You could use fabric tack, but art glitter glue works pretty well if you use enough of it on the ribbon. Now I'm going to have time to move these around just a little bit, so, but we don't need them overlapping, that's for sure. Okay, so we're going to move our card down. Woo, scary. Put it about right there, sir. Okay. Move everything while we still have it. Sorry if things look different. My memory card and decided to fill up right when I was trying to move these eggs around, and now they're where they're gonna be. They're where they're gonna be. Good thing they were pretty much in a good location. So I just put a little bit of glue under these because I want them to be like free hanging, but I don't want them to rip off. So I put just kind of like a little U shape of glue under there. just to give them something to hang on to. And I didn't leave very much ribbon to wrap around. It will hold it there and it will stay. This one, a little too much ribbon. Wrap around. I need to get these cards sent out in a decent time this year, because I always like have the intention, but even if I make them, I don't make it to the post office in time. But this year we're gonna do it. We're doing this really early. It is still February. We haven't even made it to March. So I think we might have a chance. And I am going to offer a couple of these styles on my website if you would like to buy a greeting card if you don't want to make your own. I do offer some greeting cards on my website, but there are not very many yet. But that is something I do want to do more of. Okay, and there we go. Beautiful. And there we go, there's that one. Beautiful. All right, so we have one more style to show you. This one here, this die cut was fiddly. You could either like square it out and, you know, like put it as like, I don't know if that makes sense, but you could make it where his little hands were not all cut out. You could just, you know, square it out and make it like all one piece, but then you couldn't see the details of the hands. But if you want the details of the hands, you had to go in and cut with an X-Acto knife on every single one of these. So I'm gonna show you how I managed to get him nestled up there. So I got my little strip of card. This is what was left over after I cut down my paper making my my mats for everything. And remember, my mats were 5 3/8 and 3 7/8, or my base, sorry. This is a base, not a mat. We're not matting these. So we are going to put this about here-ish. But before we do that, we need to take, before we do that, we're going to take one of our little intricate die cuts here, and we are going to nestle their little hands over. And so like there was a cut here, but you had to make this cut to join the hands, and you had to make this cut to join the rabbits. And you could do this where they were all separated, where it was, you know, like separate pieces, and you didn't have this piece in the middle that you can still see. But I'm not chasing rabbits around my desk, so we did it like this. Let's flip it over this way. You want to try to get it like in their armpits. Shove it up in their armpits. Okay, and that's too far to the edge. Let's scoot you down. Oh, there is a tiny, you see that? Hold on. Get rid of that little piece of paper. So now we've got his little hands nestled over. Dang it. We had it on there perfect, and we had to go and smoosh it one more time and mess it up. Okay, there we go. Little hands. So we are going to turn this over. And I made this slightly bigger than my base. And I will have to cut it down, but I did that on purpose. We need room for error. And I am doing just a little bit up on the bunny's heads, but not their ears. I want their ears loose. You could tack the ears down if you wanted to. And then we are going to go a little bit from the bottom, drop him down. scooch it over. Bring that one to the edge. We just have to trim one side. Yeah. Push down our bunnies. Make sure we're straight. I'm gonna trim off this excess here. I'm a little bit too close, aren't I? Oh, my battery is flashing. Let's move quickly. After that, I just took this ribbon here and cut it off at the second bunny. And this says Happy Easter on it, and I know that it says Happy Easter, so I could have gotten away with not putting anything, but we already did. So let's get this on here as quickly as we can before our battery dies. Go all the way up to the top, because I thought this one just looked a little bit bare. I want to come up with a more simpler version of this one as well, because this one, once I run out of this ribbon, I won't be able to make it anymore. All right, and then I took this little scrolly ribbon. I'm gonna need at least that much. Now you need a generous amount of glue on this ribbon because it doesn't suck it up. And you could have left this blank, but I thought it needed some jazzing up. Well, I sent a picture to my husband and he was like, it was fine the way it was. Like, you could leave it, you know, just like that. Or you could add a strip of ribbon and give it some pizzazz. Make sure your squiggles are in the middle where you're not showing either side of your paper. I'm gonna grab one of my cards really fast and fold this down. I'm only rushing because my battery is about to run out. I'm going to trim this down. Our card down. Oop, we picked up a rogue piece of paper. Oh, I knew that wasn't sticking. Picked up a rogue strip of paper on the back of this one somehow. We put our pen down somewhere. Okay. Oh, it's right there, it's right there. Grab our card. And there we go. It is all ready to go. It just needs a sentiment inside. I think those bunnies are so freaking cute. I love how their ears are still like kind of floppy. I love this paper. I don't know if you can tell. It's like shiny and it goes with this shiny little strip. And there we have it. 4 styles of cards out of those die cuts. I think that they are so sweet. There are so many more things that you could do with those die cut sets, but I just wanted to do the few that came to my mind right offhand and get them made up for this market I have coming up this weekend, and also because I want to send out my own Easter cards as well. So I hope that this gave y'all some ideas, and I will see y'all in the next one in Candy's Crafty Closet. Bye guys.